Hey guys, this is Dr. Denny with Generations Health and Wellness Center, and in this video I actually want to share with you a lot of information about allergies. See, my personal story is I've been a lifelong sufferer of allergies, and it wasn't until the last probably 7 or 8 years where I really have been able to grasp and get some control over those allergies. So let me tell you a little bit about my experience. Used to, when I was a child growing up, I would have probably 3 or 4 months out of the year that were just absolutely horrible. My nose would be running, it'd be leaking. My eyes, the white parts of my eye would actually would swell up and puff up like puff paint, and my eyes would be itching so bad. Oftentimes I'd have to like sleep with a washcloth over my eyes, and I'd have just a pile of Kleenexes beside the bed. And eventually what that led into, I got so embarrassed about my nose running all the time and blowing my nose all the time, I started to actually swallow it. And yes, that's nasty, but I started to actually, the drainage went back. I would just swallow, suck up everything, all the snot in my nose, and swallow it back into my throat. And that led to me getting sick. And so that was just a routine. Again, about 3 or 4 months out of the year, I would just have all these horrible allergies. I'd get sick to my stomach because I'd be swallowing everything. And then eventually, here's what happened. Here's how everything changed for me. I started under regular chiropractic care. I started receiving regular adjustments. That had a big impact for my allergies. In fact, we have a lot of patients that actually come into our office and they bring their kids into our office because the effect that it has on their allergies and how it helps to improve their allergies. So your nervous system controls everything. Your nervous system controls your immune system. And if your immune system is functioning properly, it can handle a lot of allergens and things better. So I started getting adjusted regularly. And another thing that helped tremendously was actually working with my diet. I found out that the biggest allergen that I had, and the primary allergen that I had, was a wheat allergy, which most, if not every single person has this type of allergy. In fact, I invite you just to completely take wheat out of your diet completely for a few weeks and just keep a journal. See how your body feels. See how your skin feels. Oftentimes people have skin rashes or irritations, eczema. Sometimes people have breathing problems or asthma, allergies. Sometimes I've even had patients that even have tremors. You can have a nervous tick or tremors, and it's because of allergies to the wheat. So take that completely out. So when I took that completely out, it took me down to about 2 weeks. Again, I was probably about 3 or 4 months out of the year where it was really severe allergies, and it took me down to about 2 weeks of allergies. Okay, so when I took out wheat, which we now eat a paleo diet, so there's no wheat in that at all. That was a big deal for me because I got to this point where I thought, you know, this is just who I am. This is just Denny. This is just who I am. This is who I'm always going to have to be. But I tell you, when you get to that point where you can actually have some control over that, there's a lot of hope in that. There's a lot of power in that, and you get to have a whole better quality of life. So I would take that out. And here's some other tricks that I've done as well. During that time where I have those 2 weeks that are usually pretty rough, it's usually when the pollen's really high here in Arkansas, which gets pretty thick, I actually will start taking apple cider vinegar, and I dilute a little bit of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water. So a full glass of water with about a teaspoon up to a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, depending on how severe the allergens are at that time. I'll add that to my water and I'll drink that throughout the day, and that has made a huge difference for allergies. I basically don't have hardly any bad days. I'll have 1, maybe 2 bad days out of the year, but it has gotten so much better. Some other things for you to think about is getting cod liver oil, which those omega-3 fatty acids will help decrease the inflammation. And then another thing we need to do a lot is we do fermented drinks and fermented foods like sauerkraut and kombucha. That's 2 examples of things we eat on a regular basis. But those help my digestion, those help my immune system, help my body process all these different allergens. So as a recap, the things that have made the biggest difference as far as my allergies go and what I've seen with many, many patients, one is getting adjusted on a regular basis, because again, if your spine's not healthy, if you have damage or trauma to your spine, that can affect the nerve impulses coming out from your spinal cord, out to your body, which can affect your immune system. So I started getting adjusted. I also decreased and virtually eliminated dairy. I especially make sure that I eliminate dairy during those times when the pollen count is really, really high, or the ragweed, or whatever it is you're allergic to. During those times where that pollen is really high, I totally take out 100% all wheat, because that is a big allergen for me. You might also look at corn, soy, and dairy. Those are also big allergies for people. Wheat, corn, soy, and dairy. So adjustments, the wheat. I also do apple cider vinegar with my water, and then I have fermented foods and fermented drinks with also cod liver oil. All of those things, I've been able to get a hold of my allergies and be able to get a better quality of life, and I want the same thing for you. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can always call the office, you can always ask. But have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.